Yo, 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 what is good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Creative Opinions Podcast. I'm your host, Stephen Williams, and I have some lovely, beautiful, melanated goddess queens on the podcast today. I have my longtime battle buddy friend, Asia. Asia, what's up? How are you?
Hi everyone, I'm doing good. Ready to start this weekend off.
Asia, I know a lot of people tell you this all the time, but you know, you do have like a very professional, aka white voice. You know that, right?
That's the human resource in me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
the customer service voice.
Oh, my bad.
Right.
My bad. How are you doing today, Asia?
I'm doing great.
Kayla, how are you doing today, ma'am?
I'm doing awesome. How are you?
You know, I was a little frustrated earlier, but we getting into it. We getting into it, so I'm good right now.
Yeah, you sound a little better because it was
Hey,
you know,
hey, hey,
good
relax.
new words out the custom
Relax on me, okay?
just now.
And we have the lovely, the beautiful
Can't even say my name. Nakesa.
Nakesa.
She said, "Don't even
Look,
say
we've been in the studio for a little bit, and I've been trying to like get her name down for the longest, and it's just not in the cards for me to do it today. So Nakesa. So if anybody asks, I was saying her name a lot today. Take that how you want it. But yes, a recap of last episode. Last episode I had the wonderful Erica Hayes in the studio, and we were talking about maintenance, balance, and change. In that particular episode, it was more so of, combining what the differences of each word meant and how one's not necessarily more prominent and more important than others, but they're all equally important in both friendships, relationships, family, or whatever type of situation you find yourself in. They're all important, even within yourself. So, on today's episode, I thought we'd take a different approach and talk about some things that you experienced that you could, or things that you could only experience if you were black. How does that sound to y'all?
sound good to me.
Very good.
Awesome sauce.
Let's
Um,
go.
so one of the main things that I had to do growing up as a pastor's kid and a military brat, um, I had that one saying like, "Oh, you better be in the house before the street lights come on." Was that just me that had to live through that, or was that some of everybody else in the studio?
I wasn't out nobody when the street lights was on. Anyway.
Oof.
Yeah. Yep. Piggyback off that. My mom didn't have to tell me. I literally was in before I could even think about it being dark outside. I wasn't even about to try her like that.
Bruh, the sun was still up.
I think it's probably different because it's boys. Like, my mom and stepdad raised his three nephews, and they could be out like super late. But if my mom stepped outside, she didn't see me. She's like, "Where you at? What you doing?" Like, I can hear her screaming my name down the street. I'm like, "Dang, I
Such a double
can't
standard.
ride my bike to
Right.
the next street."
It was
But
indeed a
definitely,
double standard.
yeah, I was definitely in the house before it got too dark. In the house, in the tub, about to get ready to eat.
Oof. I know for me particularly, growing up, it was kind of weird because uh, the boys they always had to be outside. Like we could not be inside the house, but
Y'all ran
the
in and out
girls,
the house all
Yep.
day.
but the girls they got
Right.
to stay in
Letting
the
the air
house
condition out.
in the
Letting the
AC
air
Cause y'all was going in and
with the
outside, and
cold water.
y'all smell like outside.
Letting the air
But
condition.
that's
Yeah,
because y'all had
y'all
us
smell like
outside. How you
y'all
expect us
smell
not to
like
smell?
outside. Y'all
Smell like grass.
How you
Smell
expect us
like
not to smell
summer.
like the
on the
outside when
couches.
we been outside?
Y'all
But that's
also
what
want to
boys are
wrestle. Like
expected to
y'all want to
do.
Y'all want to
run
break
around.
stuff.
Girls
I don't
you
like
can
that.
sit
I don't like
down.
it. I don't
We
like
get
it.
a bug, dirt and stuff, throwing it all over the
Like,
place.
what do you expect us to do? We outside. We supposed to smell like
Oh no, it's okay because I used to do the
brutes,
same thing. I'm just
axe.
saying you can't do that in the house.
I
Yeah,
don't
y'all
know,
had too much energy.
but we didn't like because we didn't like we
Y'all would come up
only.
with ways to find energy.
I guess that's true because we were a rowdy bunch of hooligans. I know some of the times like I was a little bit late coming into the house, and being in the house before the sun or the street lights came on, but that just I don't know. When you're having fun outside, you really don't want to come inside,
No.
especially if you're the first one to have to go inside and all your friends is still outside making fun of you while your ass is headed inside.
Doing a walk of shame.
Right. That's what it really was the walk of
Mm-hmm.
shame. Like, all
Like, all
right,
right, boys, I'll see you tomorrow.
nah, it was more like, hey y'all, he gotta take his ass inside while we still out here. Like they making
Like
fun of
the
you.
episode of Hey Arnold when the soup boy couldn't leave his soup, and they was like, "Soup boy's afraid to
That
leave
part, not the
his
stoop boy.
soup."
You went
I've
back to
been
the
wondering
night.
what that meant. I'm like, what is that?
Yeah, you didn't see that episode of Hey Arnold where the stoop boy couldn't leave the stoop.
Oh, I forgot all about that.
Yeah,
See?
see, we gotta
Dang,
get you
I
hip.
took me all the way back. I totally forgot about that. I'm
That
I
was
know
like
this
one of
was
my
somewhere.
favorite episodes because I was soup boy,
Oof,
so I could relate to on a personal
oof.
level.
We're
Hey.
I'm giving you a hug.
a socially distanced hug, even though we're not socially distanced right now. That's kind of weird. Um, were y'all like raised in the church as well, or no?
Yep. Was born Catholic.
Born Catholic.
Baptized. Baptized Catholic.
We were
But I don't
raised.
follow.
Yeah, see, we were raised Christian. Like I was definitely raised Pentecostal and Baptist, but
Mom's
the
an
whole
ordained
family
minister.
was hellion. So I don't know.
Oh shoot.
Oof.
Damn.
My mom's an ordained minister. My grandmother's an ordained minister. 3 out of 5 of my uncles are ordained ministers. So yeah, everybody in the household.
Oof. So
I got a question.
yes,
Is everyone still Christians now, or do y'all follow a different faith?
I'm
Or
a
are y'all
non
spiritual?
I'm a non-denominational Christian.
I say I'm agnostic, more spiritual.
I'm. I am.
Let it load.
um. I am. What was the question? I am a non-denominational, not going to church at all Christian.
Okay. I'm the same way.
It's been a while since I've
It's been a long
passed
time
over the
since I've been to
threshold of a
church.
church house.
Ooh.
We don't have to go
My
to the
grandma
church.
took me
You are the church
The
house.
last time,
That part.
I think I was in church, Obama was still president.
Oof.
Well,
Not Obama was the president last time you stepped foot in the church.
gotta start
Yikes.
counting back. Like, wait a minute, huh?
Like, when was Obama last in office? Like,
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's a minute.
Like, wait a minute.
Take the wheel.
It's been how long?
I've been running these streets, but not as much as you, apparently.
Maybe like the beginning of his.
Wait, you talking about the
second
first term? Oh, I was about to
Was
say
it-
the
yeah,
I was
first
about to
term.
say the first
Two
term.
terms.
Jesus.
Because the first term.
Take all the wheels.
Trump, other than like the Prince, that's like before everybody was talking about Trump, Hillary. That's probably the last time I stepped foot in church.
Because you need to prepare for your whole term of
Lord
that
forgive
term.
me.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, I pray.
I would have stepped foot in
Yes,
the building
I
if I
pray
hadn't
too.
that long when
But I
Trump
think
got
that
in there.
maybe
That's
I
just me.
think is that we like church and being Christians and walking this tightrope. Well, for me growing up in the South, like that was so overbearing. So when I got out in these streets,
When you got out in these streets, girl, you ain't never left the streets.
Hey. You ain't never that.
That part. She was born by the river. That was next to a street.
I was like, yeah, I'm not about to. It was just, I don't know. I couldn't see myself making my child sit in church if that's not what she's passionate about.
Right.
If that's not feeding her soul. I
Yeah,
think
because
it's
Harmony gonna
so
tell you about
bad.
yourself.
Yeah, she's not gonna sit through. No.
Yeah, that's not in her cards. But no, seriously, like me being raised a pastor's kid and a military brat, I was probably in church 4 or 5 days out of the week.
Mm.
That's a lot.
25/8.
That's why you ain't in the nest.
I had enough of it growing up.
Cause you probably lived there.
I lived it. I had a cot in the back
Man,
in the office.
man, that ain't nothing
See,
compared
I'm with
to
you.
Catholic
But-
masses and stuff like that. You be in there for hours.
I was
I
with
heard
you.
being
That's
a
what I'm
Catholic was like you can't plan nothing on Sunday.
Right. We had
Listen,
we had
said they start.
oh Jesus, we
They
had
start at
church.
11, but
We had Sunday school on Sunday, morning worship, YPWW Sunday night service, and that was all on Sunday.
What is YPWW?
YPWW, Young People Willing Workers. Um,
oh my God.
and then don't let us have to visit another church, because if you visit the other church, then the choir is gonna be singing, and then you don't even have an established choir. It's just gonna be onesies and twosies up there singing whatever first song comes to their mind, right? And then if they
Everybody
cooking dinner, then you gotta get
Yes.
the food, eat the food, take a quick nap before you get the itis, and then be back in service for 8 o'clock service that night at your own church. And then Monday we had noonday prayer, Tuesday noonday prayer, Tuesday afternoon day prayer. Later on that night we had choir rehearsal.
Y'all couldn't pray at home?
We could have, but being a pastor's son,
Just tells you I could have prayed at home.
we got to be in the church house, Wednesday was
Y'all
Bible
would've had to
study.
y'all would have had to send me a carrier pigeon. Because if it's more than like Sunday and Wednesday a Bible study, my face gonna start flipping.
Wednesday was Bible study. After Bible study was quote unquote choir rehearsal.
They just try to keep y'all in there at that point.
Fridays.
At least y'all didn't
You didn't
have
wanna
to
let me
listen
go.
to
You could've just
songs
said
I
that.
had to listen to growing up. At least y'all get a little tambourine and the clap and
Nah.
all that. No.
Friday we had
I didn't know I think I maybe met one other black Catholic. So how was like
oof.
and
Just
I've
like
been
how-
to like
Just like how they do in the movie where you got them people with the book open and they singing just like this. That's
oh
exactly
my
how it
god.
was.
Yeah.
And I went to a black Catholic school.
Wait,
and
you
the
my
church
what?
attached, and it was still the
That's
same
different.
way.
What in the
No
hemoglobins and haberdasheries is going on there?
y'all wasn't in church stomping, yes, Lord.
No, they wouldn't let us do that because we had
Y'all
a
was
white
singing
school.
hymns,
She
one
didn't like
hymn.
when we did that.
They went to church
White
at 10
people
o'clock and was
so
out by
you're a
12
whole bunch of
sharp.
black kids. You ain't want us doing that.
Oh
Like,
my
no,
god.
y'all can't do that.
Y'all had
she
y'all
let us do little
communion,
praise dance.
and then y'all left.
As soon as she heard some beats, she was like, this is getting too black for
Heatheny.
me.
Say
Ghetto.
your
And I
7
know
Hail
y'all
Marys and
black.
then leave.
I know y'all got some black ass parents back at home and some black ass
Oof.
grandmas that singing all them black ass Negro hymns, so we don't do that.
Not the black ass Negro spirituals.
This is not Negro spiritual friendly.
Yo, relax.
So like
Yeah.
y'all wasn't in there listening to no Mary Mary.
Oh, there was no Kirk Franklin. They still don't listen to Kirk Franklin.
The only time we were able to do that is if we did our little skips and dances.
When they went to the bowling alley, they couldn't listen to Kirk Franklin and the. Yikes! Not no stomp.
We couldn't do nothing. We had to
Oh no,
like,
this is not where
like
it's
we were
at.
in some other kind of
And you
church.
black too?
Like,
Oh no, Jesus Christ, no.
Gave y'all
predominantly black. A
Jesus
predominantly
Christ, no.
black school that's not even there. Like school is gone. School is gone
at
now.
least
Oh, they burned it down to the ground, or did you burn it down to the ground?
I didn't burn it. They merged it with some other school.
Oof. I'm so
I
sorry
wanted
for
to
the
burn
kids
it.
that gotta go there
I wanted to
now.
burn it. I wanted to burn it so
Oh,
bad.
Jesus, we do not promote arsenic here on the Creative Opinions podcast. I just want y'all to know that we do not promote arsenic here. Not no arson, no none of that. We don't promote none of that. Get you some help, pyrotechnics.
Facebook. The girls say one little word. We all in Facebook jail. Ain't that right?
Hey, I just got out of Facebook jail while you talking. I got out.
Me too. I just did a
I got
video.
out maybe
I
5 hours
understand
ago.
how y'all keep getting in there. The
Sorry.
stuff I
I
be saying,
stay
y'all
in
in
Facebook jail.
Man,
I think it's because
I posted a picture. Somebody said post your most recent picture, and Nakesa can tell you. Did I say that right? Okay, so like I posted a picture. I posted a picture. Right. I thought I said it wrong. I was like, oh my, oh my gosh. But no, I posted a picture. I posted a picture, and they said, post your most recent saved picture. And I posted my most recent saved picture, and it just so happened
It was not appropriate, y'all.
it was appropriate.
It was not appropriate.
It was
y'all.
appropriate.
It was a bunch
No,
of
I
pictures
wanna know
of
what it
single
was.
people doing what single people do, and the last one was.
I'm gonna have to send it to y'all. On,
No,
yeah.
write it to us, sir.
So like
Yeah,
it
I
was
never
one of
put
those.
You know how you.
It was one of those vacation pictures where the last one
Where
just so
somebody
happened to
sitting
be
there
like the
doing
dude
inappropriate one.
like dropping
Dropping
some
it
dick.
down.
He was dropping some dick off on the beach.
You got that picture from me.
Exactly. That's probably
That's
why I was
y'all
in
go to
Facebook
the
jail.
What is going on?
It's like
Jesus
you gotta block
Christ.
the one that started it and the one that did it.
Right.
And why is the picture in
I'm like, how am I in jail when I got this picture from Facebook?
somebody posted it. No, somebody posted it with like summer goals, and I was like, yeah, that is something. Like I would like to get
That part.
not to be too explicit.
On the
like,
beach.
clap on the beach, not Jacksonville Beach, but a beach.
That part.
Maybe
And
Neptune. Maybe.
I posted it. I didn't go to Facebook jail though.
You posted it and you didn't. Man, they hit me up so fast.
Dear listeners,
You was already in jail for another reason,
Them-
so they wasn't gonna do it to you, sis.
Grown up black.
Them algorithms hit me up real quick. But I'm sorry, we got so off track just now. For those who are tuning in or who are listening or want to listen, we we are talking about growing up black, but we just got off the rails for a little bit. We back on there now, so just bear with us, just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we were talking about like we were talking about how like we was in church heavy. Like
Man,
I know I was my last service of the week was probably Friday. The day that maybe Friday and Saturday. The days that you don't want to be out in church is the days that they got you in church, especially on a Friday or a Saturday. Because if you're in church on a Saturday, it's probably a revival, and it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, leading into Monday.
Go in and repent. I'm sorry for everything I did.
Right, man. All the times that I should have been, man, I should have been under the pulpit. All the stuff I've been doing.
Somebody should have been drowning you in the Holy Ghost.
Hey, relax. You seen that video of the kid like baptizing himself in the water because the dude was taking too long? Yeah, I'll do it. Right. I've been waiting for this all my life. Like yikes. But nah, like, I didn't have any friends outside of the church. Could anybody else speak to that, or were y'all like the special ones that had?
I
friends?
mean, I made sure I had friends outside the church.
That was in church with me, so it didn't matter.
Oof.
I made sure I had friends outside the church. I was a little hellion.
Mm-hmm.
I found them.
Yeah.
Did you find them or did they find you?
Both of them.
Oof, Jesus.
That's why I am.
Jesus.
It was my cousins,
Mm.
people out like the neighborhood wherever I stayed at.
Mm-hmm.
Just about it. I got
Oof.
So. It matter.
Yeah, like I didn't spend the night at people's houses. They didn't spend the night at my house. It was,
That was out.
if
Unless
you wasn't considered family in the church, I wasn't at your house. You wasn't at mine.
No.
It was kind of weird.
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
I didn't like it there either.
Did y'all? I know y'all got this because as a part of being a black, a black youngin, a black youngling, niglet, nigga, whatever you want to call us, going to the stove. I know y'all got the little disclaimer before y'all went into the store.
Not me.
You was raised Catholic, so you a little different already.
You're a little unseasoned. That's okay.
Right. You probably don't season your chicken now.
I'm gonna do exactly the face up Mom did every time.
Bruh.
Every time, and I watch every time. There's nothing in this motherfucking store when we go in this motherfucking place because I ain't getting damn motherfucking thing.
And that's on period.
And y'all was
Did your
Catholic?
parents be like, and don't sit there and act like you hungry in front of these white folks. Like,
Right,
that shit used to
right.
embarrass me.
Because I
Like,
will embarrass
but what
you
about
real quick.
I was afraid to go in the store with my moms back then.
Can I just sit in the car?
It was like
I'm not.
don't
I'm gonna die.
don't
Mom,
touch
I rolled down
nothing,
the windows.
don't look at nothing, don't ask for nothing. Matter of fact, little nigga, don't even breathe. Like what?
I swear I heard
Like,
this. Anytime I went
what?
to a cousin's house or somebody
Don't
else's
get
house,
up in here
no one
acting
has
like you're
ever
hungry
said that
when your
to me.
ass just
No
ate.
one. No one has ever said that to me. And it's like, do I have that luxury when it comes to that?
You
'Cause
said nobody ever said that to you?
no,
Oh,
no
nah.
one. My father's never
We need
said
your
that
black
to me.
I
My
need your
mom
black
never
card,
said
man.
that. My aunts
I
never
need
said-
it. I need put it in my hand.
Because I was good and y'all was bad. You
Nah,
take my black card away.
Hey, just because we had them disclaimers don't mean that we wasn't
We
good.
was trained.
I
We was
was-
trained up in the way we should go.
I was an angel.
Oh, excuse me, my bad.
I was an angel. I mean,
Y'all was some well trained.
if you think about it, Satan at one point was an angel too, but I was an angel. You know,
like-
that went over a lot of people's head, but she got
You
it.
like you was
She
cut
got
up.
it. She got it. Yeah. But man, I don't know. I got the disclaimers. I got a bunch of
The looks.
like, you
the
know, like when
pinches.
you in the store. Yes, the pinches. They don't call it pinch. The black folk call it the pinchers. Like,
Don't you do it.
The what?
oh, the pinches.
They will literally have a straight face in service, squeezing
Right.
the fuck out of your arm.
Not just in service, in the car, on your way somewhere.
Be smiling,
Like
having
you
a whole
think
different
somebody's not
conversation.
looking at you. You think your mom or your aunties or your dad and people's not looking at you while you acting out, and then the next thing you know, you get this sharp pain in your side or in your neck or in your cheek or in your arm or in your leg. Somewhere it's gonna cause you some type of pain, and they dare you to
make a
speak up
noise?
to make a noise. And then it's
You
Like,
finna
say,
beat-
like,
you
Man.
finna beat
I
me.
wish you would. I wish you.
man.
You about to beat me because you just put me in pain. Make it make sense.
Yeah.
Nah, cause
They couldn't.
nah.
They couldn't.
Hey, they made it make sense because what I was doing for them to pinch me in the first place, it was usually because I was probably sleeping during church, or like making noises
Yeah.
or being too loud while I'm supposed to be listening to the
The
word of
word.
God. See, you know.
Your ass
I'm a
fucking
PK
listen
too,
to this
so
word.
yeah, we here.
Yeah.
He's talking to.
I mean, my mom would still be looking straight ahead, and she could reach behind her. She had like the arms of Stretch Armstrong, because she could reach me from no matter where I was, from where she was sitting,
Miss Incredible.
without missing a word that the pastor said, and she still be on
was
it.
Miss
Preach,
Incredible.
preacher.
She
Yeah.
was Miss Incredible. Okay.
She didn't miss a thing. But yeah, I got those. Did y'all ever get the? Do you have McDonald's money on the way home?
Yes.
And I always had my money ready.
Yes.
Bro, I wasn't getting allowance. How you expect me to have McDonald's money if I don't have any money?
That part. Neither is my
I
daddy
used
paying
to
y'all
get-
support. Like,
I
I'm
used to
sorry.
get a medium fries with honey mustard dipping sauce on every day after.
What
You know?
used to kill me?
Wait,
And it only
wait,
cost
wait.
$1.07 at the time.
I thought I was the only one that got honey mustard with my fries at McDonald's.
No, I love honey mustard fries.
I still do that with my fries. Thank you,
Yeah, I do.
Jesus. Hallelujah. Praise his name.
It's really great.
I got McDonald's money now. How about that, mama?
Well,
What's up,
McDonald's wasn't even expensive. That's what was like
It
growing
wasn't.
up now.
Like,
I look
right.
at McDonald's,
Inexpensive.
Like the last resort.
A Happy
Yeah.
Meal costs $2.37 with
But when
tax.
we were kids, I used to think that McDonald's was like on the level
expensive.
of Red Lobster or Olive
Yeah.
Garden.
Bruh, you would
Like,
the
I
way they
remember
talked about it,
first
the way they
time-
talked about it, you would have thought they was talking about Ruth Chris.
Yes. Like,
Heaven on earth.
You should have McDonald's money, Mom.
You should,
The
bro.
fuck?
I don't have a job, Ma.
Tell me
I don't get
a
allowance. Father.
We break down, Mom.
Right?
Pay
Like,
me for some of the labor I do around this house. And
right.
We can have that conversation.
You got me doing chores on time, or else I'm getting a whooping, which we're gonna talk about later. But how do you expect me to have McDonald's money when you're not giving me no money? or when I do get an allowance, you take it
You want me
back.
to go out here and hustle for it? Get mad at me for that. So
Or
you
don't
can't
let it
use
be
my
your
money.
birthday and they give you some money, then they be like, "Give me that money, let me hold on to it
Can
for
I
you."
can I buy
Like,
it
what?
off? Like,
You never seen
no.
it a day kid in your life.
How? Explain. They gave the money to me,
That took a whole $20 from me.
or they give you the cards, they take the money out of
Out
the
of it.
cards and just expect you to be happy with reading the card that doesn't have any
Tell you to write the
money in
thank
it.
you notes.
Cause now,
Mhm.
like, if I get a card now and they ain't got no money in it, I'm just
Shaking and looking for
I'm
it.
still I'm waving it, looking for the money. I'm still like, where it be? I needs all of that. But yeah, I think one of my favorite ones was when they did something to me, especially like when I was getting pinched or whooping or spanking or just beat the hell up. Keep crying and I'll give you something to cry about. That was one of my favorites. Cause it's
I
like
hated hearing that.
you
so
hated
I mean,
hearing
I
it.
didn't have I didn't have to go through that 'cause I didn't get whooped as a child, but I didn't get for other kids.
Wait, what? You didn't get whooped as a child?
Nope, I think I got spanked twice, and that's it.
Jesus.
I didn't do anything. I just sat there. My brother
I
was
mean,
on
you
his
was
ass
my bad. You was in
and
Catholic school.
watching
My bad.
him be bad in trouble for that shit. He not wanting to do anything, so I just literally sat.
Oh, so were you the youngest?
Technically, I'm the middle child, but between my parents, I'm the only child. If that
Yes.
Okay,
so
that
I
makes
have half
sense.
siblings, basically.
Okay, that makes sense.
But yeah, I didn't really get.
Oh, I'm all the way full fledged middle child, and I stand by that badge.
And I'm the last.
Oh, you the baby. Oh,
My
Oh,
siblings
she's
are.
spoiled.
No,
She
I'm
get
not.
everything she want. Oh,
No,
okay.
I'm
Sorry.
not.
My bad,
I am
my
the
bad, my
youngest,
bad.
and everybody is literally between 8 and 16 years older than me.
oh Jesus.
My parents waited late to have me. My mother is
So basically,
60,
your
and
parents.
my father
Are you
passed
sure
away
they
60.
waited? I'm just asking.
I mean, because
Are
I
you
was.
sure they waited? Are you sure they didn't was just like, yeah, damn,
I know my mom.
girl,
My mom
she was
did.
like going to get a portion. I was gonna.
My
Oof.
mom did because I was her last child before her situation where she ended up she miscarried before me, my brother,
Aw.
and then she had me, and then she went ahead and got her tubes tied. She was done having kids.
And then she untied them after you, oh,
You are
she tied them
literally
after
a
you.
miracle baby.
She tried to get her tubes tied after me, but there was a situation where they ended up puncturing her intestines and stuff,
Oh
and
Jesus.
yeah, that's why
Oh my
she's
God.
disabled now.
Mm. Right, I would have owned whatever state I was in.
Oh, it happened here.
Damn.
Kid B.
Yeah,
I
Damn.
own the hospital, I own the doctor, I own everybody.
Yeah.
she
Basically.
definitely should have.
Yeah.
Bless your
Oof.
mama's heart.
Jesus.
She had strokes and everything after.
Aww.
We've almost
my
lost her
God.
several times.
Oh wow.
So for her to have made it to 60,
I can't even make no
outlive
jokes.
my
on it.
daddy, I'm like, yes, God, thank
Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus.
Shit, bless everybody over there.
Right. Right. That just took a.
Bless you too, girl.
Yeah.
Thank
yes.
you.
Yes, Lord. So story time.
All right.
Me being one of the boys in the house. We had to be outside. So
Hell, did you almost burn someone's house?
hey, don't get ahead of yourself. But yeah,
I
we were supposed to be outside, but because the street lights was on, we had to come inside, right? So we come in the house and we sweaty, we smelling like the outside, and we getting ready to jump in the shower. So I take off my shirt and I throw it, and not knowing where I throw it, I just throw it, right? Just being a bad little kid, right?
Wrong.
So I threw it. It landed on the lamp, and the old school lamps, they don't really have like the LED lights that don't get hot. Anyways,
You'll sweat.
the shirt was being heated by the bulb, which was smoking, and then like the shirt caught on fire, and then the shades and the curtains was catching fire, and yeah, I almost burned the house down. Yeah.
Thank you, Jesus, he did.
But you want to call me an arson?
Hey, relax. This is not about me. This is about y'all
You
being
thought I forgot
out
about
here
that.
burning down Catholic schools and whatnot. We're not
Hey,
doing
I
that.
didn't though. I didn't. I just
You
left
you
it.
said you
You
wanted
actually
to.
got close.
You said you wanted to. Mine was
Okay.
unintentional.
Okay, that was all we said though.
Right, right. So do y'all have any stories that y'all want to tell? Don't everybody jump at once.
Like arson story.
No, no, no.
Alright.
Whoa, relax.
No, no.
Yo, relax.
I mean, you can go in depth.
Not
about
no
your thoughts
arson
when
story. It's
Catholic
just a
school.
story.
A
Jesus
story
Christ.
that has growing black. Anything.
Yeah, just
Anything memorable. I'm trying to think of one now. I got too many.
okay. So while y'all get y'all stories together, I'll tell y'all about the time. I was in school, right?
This sound like someone's about to talk.
Oh, my bad. You can go ahead. You can go ahead. I thought you were still getting your story together. Jesus.
Not me. I thought it was Aisha that said something.
Oof.
I'm still thinking.
Okay.
okay.
Well, on that note, I'll go back to telling my
ahead.
story that you cut me
Go
off from.
ahead. Go.
So this one time I'm in school, and like I was a little creative, little shit back then.
I told you.
Hey, relax. I figured because I didn't want to be in school as long as I was in school for. You know how the walkers always got to leave school early?
If you say you were
Yeah.
Everybody knew in the world that I caught the bus home. But one particular day, I decided to say that I'm a walker because I didn't want to be in class any longer. So I left with the walkers, right? But I didn't have shit to go. I had nowhere to go. So I ended up posting up outside of the class in the hallway by the bathroom, and then some teacher comes by and they was like, are you
Why
lost?
did you just hide in the bathroom?
Hey, relax,
You just
relax.
sitting there
I
sleeping
didn't, I
over
didn't,
there.
I didn't put all that together. Relax on me. So when they came up to me and asked me like, what was I doing? I was like, I don't know. It was like, what's your name? I don't know. Where do you live? I don't
I
know.
don't know.
So, like, mind you, they find out who I
I don't
am.
know why, but I just see you just
That was
shrugging
just
your
my
shoulders every
natural
time.
answer for everything.
I see
Like,
you shrugging every time you said
I don't know. Shrugging, Kanye shrug. I don't know. Mind you, they ended up finding out who I was, finding out who my parents were, called my parents,
Oh,
told my parents what I did.
You just got an unnecessary ass whooping.
I
You
get
hid in the
home.
bathroom.
No, I get home, right? I get home, and then my mom brings out this Sega Genesis with NBA Jam TE, which was probably the best game on Sega Genesis at that time. And she was like, "Well, we was gonna give you this because y'all was being good, but now that your ass was acting up at school, we're gonna take it back." So
That's
yeah,
that hurt.
yeah,
dang.
yeah.
That's what you get from being.
Hey, relax on me. Relax on me. First of all, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. Not on my show, goddammit.
I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Speaking of shows, thank you for listening to the Creative Opinions Podcast. My name is Stephen Williams. I am here in the studio with Nakesa.
Whoop whoop, he said it right.
Hey, I said it right, y'all. Hey, I get.
Yeah.
Hey, I've been practicing. We also have Asia and Kayla on the show today. Hey, turn up, turn up, turn up. No gang signs, by the way. Don't throw up the gang signs. But yeah, we've been talking about growing up black so far. If y'all missed it, y'all can go ahead, tune right back in because I'm gonna post a video that I'm taking right now that I'm pointing at, and I'm also recording for the podcast. So please like and subscribe and listen to more of our podcasts. Speaking of podcasts, Asia, who's on here, is also a podcaster of the Unapologetically Asia podcast, correct?
Yes.
I said that right.
Correct.
Man, it's been a while.
You on
It's
the
been a
roll.
while.
He on the roll
I want to roll. Man.
Right.
You know what I said?
We done.
You know, I want to roll, dog. I want to roll, dog.
Yeah, getting a little bigger.
Hey, relax on me. Relax
A
on
little
me.
mega mindish.
Hey, so y'all triple teaming me now. All right, cool.
No.
So what we not gonna do? What we not gonna do? I will cancel all of this. Goddamn it! I'm kidding. But nah. Tell us about your podcast real quick while we have a sec.
We mostly talk about pop culture, just funny stories, anything really. It's just a really carefree, free flowing vibe. And
Yes,
we're always
and
welcoming guests on
it's
there.
been a while since you had me on your show, and I think you need to
You'll
rectify
have to
that.
come on
By
because
the way,
we're gonna be talking about the Little Nas X.
ooh, you
Well, I
gotta
want to
catch
talk
me
about
up.
that.
You
I
gotta
want to
Oh,
talk
catch me
come
about
up.
that.
on. Yes,
Girl,
come on.
upcoming
Oh, I got a
with
bone to
Captain
pick with you,
background.
anyways,
I want to
Asia.
know it
I want to know what you think about
because I
the
forgot.
butter shoot.
Asia,
I
I got a
forgot
bone to pick
details,
with you,
y'all.
anyways,
David
while we on
first.
it, while we talking about it, because the fact of the matter is, you came to Jacksonville a few weeks ago, went to Dave and Buster's, and you didn't even let me know that you was in the city.
It was for my kid and her best friend.
Couldn't been invited. Yeah. Sorry.
I
I
mean, you gonna
laughed
get this
later. I'm
slide this
sorry.
one time, but I don't appreciate. That's like me coming to Hinesville and not looking for you.
I pulled up. No, I pulled up to your job once, and I feel like I told you I was pulling up to your job, and the girl there was like, he's not on his schedule today." I was like, "Ooh."
Oh no, that was I don't even work there no more. Ooh. Anyways, we getting off a topic again. So
I got a story for you. If you're ready.
please tell me your story.
Okay. This story is called.
How your story got a name? The
told the story
Cheese
plenty of
Bandit
times
by
before.
Kayla Danaé.
No, because I told the story plenty of times before. People will always laugh when I tell them about it. But
Oof, Jesus.
what?
I said, oof, Jesus.
My face. Anyways,
Mm-mm.
so when I was younger, like my earliest for some reason goes all the way back to when I was 6 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually remember where I was at that time, and at the time I was living with my parents, my brother in Atlanta,
Right.
and my dad used to work, mom was stay at home mom and all that stuff. So my dad, he'll go to work, come home. Every time he comes home, he wants a sandwich. So
A sandwich?
he would go in there to make a sandwich, but there's no cheese. He likes cheese on his sandwich. So he doesn't understand why every time he buys a whole new pack of Kraft cheese, it's just gone. So my mom goes and cleans my brother because at the time he cared,
Mm.
and she's cleaning the whole entire room. On my brother's side, when she cleans under his bed, she finds apple holes. He
Apple
eats apples
holes.
in the middle of the night.
Oh Jesus.
So then she goes to my side of the room,
Oof.
and guess what she found under my bed?
Cheese.
Cheese wrappers.
Yo.
So I
Yo.
actually remember getting up in the middle of the night to go steal cheese slices out of the freaking refrigerator, take them all the way back to my room, just eat them like a little fucking squirrel. Excuse my language, but that's literally how it be.
Just cheese?
I used to eat
You didn't.
cheese too.
This ain't even got no ham on it. Ain't even no
No
ham on
substance.
it.
No
That's
substance.
the weird thing I used to do as a kid. I used to literally go in the kitchen, take a slice, like
And
it
she
was
looks so
the
cute
greatest
when
thing
she
in the
just
world.
pulled it up to her
Do you
mouth.
still have like a fetish with cheese?
It's not a fetish.
Maybe.
She like
Yo.
what
Like,
she
you know
like. Get
how
off of
when you go
her.
in Olive Garden, like, tell me when to stop.
Oh yeah. Keep going.
Staring at the
Yeah. Keep going.
Did I tell
I
you
ain't
to
tell you.
stop?
I ain't tell you to stop. Keep going.
I said stop.
Keep going. Keep going.
Okay, but wait,
No, that ain't enough.
Can we get
Thank
another
you.
grater, please?
Keep going.
I
Nah,
literally was
no,
staring
look
at
for
the
real. Keep going.
like, don't. No one told you to stop. Did I tell you to stop?
Right.
I want to pound on it. Thank you.
Right. I want
But
I
I
want
had
the
one
mound of
on.
cheese. I want the mound of cheese to be taller than my plate.
Exactly.
Would you like some pasta with your cheese?
Right, that part. That part.
Basically, I guess.
You want
Well,
some
go ahead,
noodles
tell
with
me
that
about it,
cheese?
though.
Ah, thank you.
you.
Oh, how nice of you.
I help with
I
that
would
a little
Um,
bit.
understand it.
So, I got another story. Like, us being the bad little brats that we were, uh, being in the house one day when the parents is away is really bad, especially when you're in the house of three boys. It was me, my brother, and my god brother. So like we was really bored. So we
God.
decided to create this game called Follow My Voice, right? So at the time, we didn't know what the hell we was doing. Granted, this may go down in history as the most unsafe game in the history of games. So like we took one of these wool it wasn't wool, but it was basically a wool blanket, right? That we turned off all the lights in the house, right? And then we took this blanket and we tucked it into the top of our shirt all the way around. So like, like a wool blanket tucked into your shirt, like you really can't breathe, let alone see anything in the pitch blackness of an apartment, and you forget where everything is. So you gotta walk around the house, and all they say is "Follow my voice" in your ear, right? While you like over there trying to search for them. And of course, they were never the people that were having the blanket tucked into their shirt because I was too slow to catch them, but yet they always had me be the little scapegoat and guinea pig to go first, right? So they'd be hiding on top of the counters and stuff, saying "Follow my voice," like contorting their bodies over here and doing this and that and the other thing while saying "Follow my voice." And I'm running into everything because I can't see nothing, and then I get mad and I cry and I throw the blanket and I say, I didn't say these words, but now as an adult, I don't care. I was basically like, "Fuck you, niggas." Yeah, that's the follow the voice story. Shoot, y'all get on my nerves. That's probably what I really sounded like. I hate it here. Y'all not fair. I don't like it. Well, y'all never put a stupid kid on your head.
And so you
Anyways,
can't understand what you're saying at that point.
right. Yeah, I remember one time we played it and I got so mad, like I ran after my brother and I dove after him, right? And he moved out the way. This was when the we had the stands on the wheels and the microwave was on the stand with the wheels on it and the stand was right next to the refrigerator. So like I dove and got my head stuck in between the fridge and the microwave, right? But did I mention to y'all that the microwave was on wheels, right? My head is being stuck in between the fridge and the microwave, and I'm like, I can't get out. I'm stuck, even though the microwave was on wheels, and I could have just moved it.
You can see my face, right?
Yeah, I can see your face. Yeah, everybody else can't see your face, but I can see your face. I can see your face.
Because I'm just wondering.
Yeah. I was with the hemoglobin and haberdasheries back then. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. We was a dangerous bunch. Dangerous
Y'all sound like
bunch.
y'all was fun.
Yeah, we was lit for real. We was playing wrestling in the day. Like, yeah.
We did that shit too.
Yeah, we
My
did a
brother
bunch.
had me wrestling with him all the time. He always tried to body stuff.
Y'all seen the 87 South show where they was talking about breaking the couch?
Hmm?
Did y'all see the 87 South show when they was literally talking about breaking their mama's couch?
Mm-mm.
Oh my gosh, you gotta go watch that. Like, so basically me and my brother and my god brother lived that experience and we broke the couch and yeah, it was bad. It was bad. Cause yeah, we was power bombing each other on the couches and jumping on them and thinking it was a trampoline. Cause we wasn't rich. We wasn't even hood rich. We was just in the hood, you know, maybe in the suburbs outside the hood, but I call it the plantation. But we was out there. We was doing some stuff. It was fun. I had a great childhood until it came to whoopings. Where well, you said you didn't get whoopings as a child. Is that right, Kayla?
Yeah.
Oh my god, terrible.
I mean, I got put on like punishment every now and then, but that would be only like a few hours because my parents been like, I don't even know why I
Wait, you got
did
him? You
anything.
got on punishment for hours?
Yeah, like there was one time where I had got fired a job that I had as a teenager
Wait,
because
you had a job as a?
You said a teen. You said a child. You said a teen.
Oh, okay. About to
I
say.
was I had a job. That was like probably my very first job. It was like a summer job, like a camp counselor job.
Oof.
Yeah, never again. Anyway,
Yeah.
one of the counselors talking, one of the adult counselors talking bad about the teenage counseling. I thought it was funny, so I told her what they said, and she
So you
went
was
and
snitching.
confronted her, and I got in trouble for it.
Instigating.
You was snitching.
Instigating, more
I was
like it.
like,
Yikes.
I thought it was me. Sitting here talking crap about a little girl. I might as well tell this little girl what you think.
So yep, she was.
Instigating.
Yep,
girl something.
yep, yep. She was instigating. Yeah, yeah.
You and that little
Yeah,
girl should
I
have
was
jumped her.
instigating because it was really nothing going on.
Right.
I was trying to spark it up,
Oh man.
Oh my god.
I mean,
but I ended up getting fired.
when it came to whippings, I'm probably the worst at it because
Yeah.
you could set
You
your
sound like it.
hey, watch your
Yeah.
mouth, watch your mouth, both of y'all.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sound
you're a
and-
boy though.
Hey, relax.
So it's
Uh,
it's expected.
you could set your watch to how often I got a whooping. Like you can literally set your watch. Oh damn! It must be 3 o'clock already. God damn it! Yeah, it was that bad. Like when I tell you I was bad, I was bad. You remember the little progress reports that you had to come home with,
Mhm.
and you got a green face, a yellow face, or a red face to show how good you were in school that day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I wasn't the smartest tool in the shed back then. Yeah, I said smartest tool in the shed. Don't worry about it. Don't overanalyze it. I said what I said.
And I said what I said.
So back then, I thought it was okay to like rip the paper off of the progress report, right? Not knowing that sometimes when you rip the paper off, you still got that little edge, the little clip of the paper at the top. I thought I was smart back then. Boy, you couldn't tell me I wasn't smart, but of course I wasn't smart because that little sliver was still at the top of the progress report. And then my mom would be like, "What face did you get today?" Because she knew that we was getting faces and whatever, right? And I was like, "Oh, I got a green face." She was like, well, where's it at? I don't see it." She, it's not there. It must have fell off.
He's not there.
Yeah, I thought I was slick. I thought I was slick. And she was like, "So what's this little red thing right here?" I said, "What red thing?" She said, "Boy, where is it at?" What? Where's what? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Kanye show for real, for real. So yeah, I got whoopings. I got whoopings for real. Like I don't know if y'all ever.
Handing them out at that point.
Yeah. I don't know if y'all ever heard of a gauntlet whooping. Have y'all ever heard of a gauntlet whooping?
No, I was gonna
Not
ask
until today.
what is that? What is
All right, so a gauntlet whooping is when you get a whooping by everybody in the family
Oh, past the gauntlet.
who
Oh,
is
Jesus.
who is available to whoop your ass.
What? Like a
Yeah,
fire?
so like you
like
you
it's a line.
you
Of
you
people just-
yeah, nah, you get in trouble, right? You get in trouble. Well, I
Yes,
got
we
in
do.
trouble. I went home and then like I had babysitters, which were the people of the church. Or my god sisters, more so. So then my god sisters would whoop me because I did something probably terrible at the house that I wasn't supposed to do, and then my godmom would get there to pick up my god sisters. She would whoop me, take me to her house, and then I would get whooped by my godfather. Then my godfather would yell at me and whoop me. Then my mom would get off work, and I'd go back home and get whooping by her. But
Whooping all day. Shit.
But right, I spent more time getting whoopings than I spent in school.
Like, did you ever get a chance just to sit there and beat?
No, because I was just bad for no reason.
Of course.
So not only that, but I hated those ones where it was like, where your mom gets off late at night, and then she gives you that phone call like, "Your ass better not be asleep when I get off work. You better be up waiting on me in my room." Right? So instead of waiting up in a room like I was supposed to be, I was up
Sounded like Batman.
I-
If you said it.
something like that. Cause she was at work. She was at work. She had to whisper.
She was whispering.
She couldn't be too violent on the phone while all the Caucasians was around. You know what I'm saying? She had to be somewhat
reported.
professional. Like
Or
when I get
reported.
home, your ass better not be asleep. Right. Just a threatening. And so we'd be in her room watching TV. But as a black child in at home with the cable box, you had to remember what channel your mom was watching and the channel before that channel that she was watching, so that
When she
way
push preview or go back to the previous one, it'll be right
she
there.
went through some of the same stuff I did.
Yes,
We was like,
here.
man, we one and the same. I'm glad somebody else understand, cause Kayla, she wouldn't understand, cause she was a privileged little one. She was a good little angel. Me, on the other hand, nah, I was bad, bad, with a T at the end. Yeah. So, anyways, she would get home and I'd be asleep with the TV on, and then she'd come in and I'd try to sneak off into my room, but by then it's already too late because she already know
Oh,
that I
shoot.
was in the room watching TV instead of being up waiting on her so she can give me a whooping. It was kind of bad when she got in there because some of the worst whippings, I kid you not, some of the worst ones is waking up to getting a whooping, when you're in the bathtub and you get a whooping, or when you're in the shower getting a whooping. Those be the worst.
Okay.
The worst for me are
Getting
the
a shower
anxiety
is a whooping?
whoopings.
The what?
The anxiety whoopings.
What's an anxiety
Like
whooping?
you
What is
know
that?
when your mom tells you earlier in the day, like I'm gonna beat your ass.
Oh,
So you sit there all day
Anticipating.
like, when am I gonna get this ass?
Yes.
That's where my anxiety comes
Yes,
from.
Jesus. Oh, that took me back.
I felt like
That raised my anxiety right
Right.
there.
Right.
Like,
My heart
and
is
you want
is
it
going
to
like
be
this right
over,
now.
And they stall it for the longest. Like,
I had
damn,
to
you
check
just
to
whooped me
see.
already.
right. I had to check over my shoulder to make sure my parents wasn't looking at
See,
me.
that's what a
You
whooping
know?
came from me. I always had anxiety.
He's I'm glad my mother does not have a
get whooping and
Facebook.
never happened.
Right.
So it's like,
I don't know. It was one thing for like, I don't know. Sometimes I would rather choose my dad to whoop me than my mom, cause
oh no.
yeah, my dad would whoop
Absolutely
hard.
not.
My dad would whoop hard, and he would do like 10
Mad at
lashes.
bro.
He'd
No, I
probably
think
do
my
like
mom
5 to 10
no,
lashes, right?
no.
But my mom, when she would whoop fast, but it would last a longer time. And then like it would start off kind of soft, but then the more she would think about what
Everything you did.
the hell you was doing, she would get mad and she would
More
hit you
intense.
with every word she said. Didn't I tell you not? And it was just
Yes.
it was really
At
bad.
least, at
It was
least
really
your
bad.
mama doing it, not your dad.
No, because my dad would just do the occasional, well, I'll go into the room, close the door, pull your pants down, lay across the bed, and you better not move. Right? And his voice would echo.
Really
His voice would echo, So, but those was like,
As long as you didn't move, it would be fine.
Right. But getting them whippings where it could last anywhere between 5 minutes and 17 hours, those were the worst.
Not 17.
Yeah. Cause like one time I thought I wasn't gonna get a whipping because my mom was like, you know what, I whip you all the time and it's not getting through your head. So let's just talk about it. I was like, all right, cool. I'm not gonna get no whoop. I'm not gonna get no whooping, mama. She's like, no. Just tell me what happened. And so I would tell her what happened, and then we talked about it. And then the more she thought about it, she was like, you did what? She would get mad, and then she was like, you know what? Go in my closet and give me my belt. I said, but mom, you said I wasn't gonna get a whooping.
I changed my mind.
Yeah, she changed her mind. Yeah, I did some terrible things to get some whoopings. Like, I know it's like story time and everything, but one of the times, like I said to y'all earlier in the show, I thought I was pretty smart. So,
Clearly not.
like, my name is Stefan, but I go by Wavy Will now, or Will, whatever. My brother's name is James, and my god brother's name is Jerry, right? So I thought I was smart to like try to get them in trouble because they always got me in trouble. I carved a big old J in the table, just a big old J, just to carve it into the table, just to get them in trouble. Like, I would think that my mom would see it and see that there's this big old J in the table, and would blame either my brother or my god brother because they both had J's in their name, and I didn't, right? So when it came time to fess up to who it was, I said it wasn't me. Everybody said it wasn't me. Everybody said it wasn't them. So we all
Have a
got
corporate ass
whoopings.
whooping. There we go. Something.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah. Yeah. I
At
thought I
least you
was
got the
smart.
satisfaction of knowing they got beat too, knowing
Yeah,
that they
yeah,
didn't do
yeah.
it.
But it sucked because I had to get in the
Endure it too.
I had to endure it, and then I had to get in the shower, and then I had to go to church later on that day. And when you get in them, when you get those
Goddamn
beatings,
right,
Praying all
when you
angrily
get
and stuff.
yeah, when you get in them beatings, when you get them beatings, and you got whelps on your butt, and then you have to get in the shower,
worst.
and then you have to sit in the pew for 3.5 hours while you at church. It's like you sitting like.
Sounds tender.
Yeah,
Very.
it was
Raw.
tender. It was very tender. A little bit raw. A little bit
Sounds
raw.
Learned your lesson though.
No, I didn't.
No.
I
Sound
did not.
like you did the same thing the next
I
day.
did not learn my
The whole
lesson
day
because
you
He
gotta
did the
ask-
same thing the next
Man.
day.
You ask your God, like, what was you at? You minutes ago
Man,
when I was
one of
getting
my-
this ass whooping.
one
Like,
one of
I
my
didn't
most.
strike my
I'm
parents
I'm gonna tell
down.
y'all this other story. One of my most memorable beatings. I call it a beating because it was a beating. That's what it was. One of these times I was bad at school. Right. I knew I was bad at school. Everybody knew I was bad at school. I was so bad at school, the teacher called my mom after class was over. Not after school was over, after class
Come get this
was
nigga.
over. She called my mom. She told my mom about what happened. Right? Boom. I get home. I'm all giddy. My mom's home, and she's in this windbreaker outfit. Because that's back when windbreakers was cool. Windbreakers was the fashion. And you know, if you've been around a person in a windbreaker, you know exactly where they are at all times. You can't breathe without you knowing where
Hearing
somebody,
exactly where they at,
where
their
a
location.
windbreaker is at, right? I get home, my mom's home early, and I'm like, "Hi, mom, whatever, blah blah blah. It's good to see you." Trying to act like I wasn't bad at school all day, right? And she's like, "How was school?" "Oh, it was good." Lying my little ass off, right? So I get there, I throw my backpack down, and I'm headed to the kitchen to get me a snack. Because that's the first thing you want to do when you get home, right? Drop your bags off, get you a snack, right? She's like, "Oh, okay." So I'm headed to the kitchen. Mind you, she's wearing a windbreaker outfit. Dog. Next thing I know, I'm headed to the kitchen and I'm up in the air. I'm up in the air. Next thing I know, my mom's holding me up in the air in this windbreaker outfit. Me in one hand, a 2x4 in the other hand,
Oh,
and she is laying me out with this 2x4.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the 2x4 used to hold the, you know, when you had the little sliding doors, you couldn't really trust the sliding doors to lock all the way, so you had a 2x4 inside the door to keep from open.
yeah, I know what
Yeah,
you're talking about, but
yeah,
shit.
yeah. I was, man, I got my butt
I was
towed
with you
down
to
that day.
that.
Yeah, that was one of my worst whoopings. But it wasn't my worst whooping. Do
Yeah,
you have
mine
a
on
worst
that.
whooping story?
Not really. I mean, like I said, my mom is old, so she wasn't really handing out whippings. She basically gave that job or duty to my sister, as well as she overused.
Wait, so
and
your
abused that.
sister was whooping you?
Yeah.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Oh hell no.
Yeah.
Hell
Like I
no.
said,
I would've
eight
started punching
years
my
older
brother.
than me.
Yeah, my
God.
sister would have called some hands.
You gonna catch
8
these
years
hands
older than
today?
me. And so, like, she always felt, because, like, my mom was in and out of the hospital and stuff, that she was basically, like, my surrogate mom. She took on that title.
I guess that
2.0
makes
whatever.
some sense. I
Some,
guess
just a little bit.
just a little bit.
So, a little side story within my story.
Mm.
I got pregnant at 15,
Mhm.
and I had my son, and I hid my pregnancy.
Oh, Jesus.
My family didn't find out until, like, I was literally small, like I am now. I don't look like I've had 5 pregnancies.
What?
Five kids.
No, I didn't say 5 kids. I said 5 pregnancies. I only have 1 living child to this day.
Oh
I was
wow.
about to say, 'cause I was just on live looking at
Clutches pearls. Jesus.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
trying to
shoot.
understand.
Actually, I've had
What
6.
is the
'Cause
science
I almost forgot about my most recent miscarriage
Oh,
situation.
wow. Sorry to hear that.
Thank you. But so yeah, I literally did not show until I was about headed to 6, almost 7 months,
Jesus.
and it
I was the
literally
same
was my
way.
first
I
week
didn't
of
show until
school.
I was about 7 months pregnant.
It was my first week back to high school, and like I blew up. But I didn't grow up like that big, but you could clearly tell at that point that I was pregnant.
Wow.
So babies blow you up.
That part.
You least expect.
Least expected. But so with hiding my pregnancy, after I dropped my baby, or after I had my son, literally a problem came in where basically my sister felt like she needed to go ahead and knock some sense into me type thing.
Knock some sense into
She
you.
literally threw my laptop at my head, grabbed my hair, like was literally fighting.
Oh yeah, she gonna have to catch this fade real quick.
I'm sorry, mama, you might lose a child today because
Yeah, she gonna catch the fade.
And so that's actually ironic because that's one of the things for the reasons why me and my sister don't even speak to this day.
Oh wow.
yeah,
So,
so
yeah.
that was uncalled for.
Yeah.
Like,
She still don't feel like that, but you know.
To me as my sister, don't get physical.
Right. Cause if you get physical,
I don't wanna get physical.
Physical. I wanna get physical. Right. Cause yeah, that would. Let my brother try to whoop me. Man, he only 3 years older than me too. Yeah, that's a no go. We're gonna tear this house up even more. Tear the club up. Yeah, that would have been us that night.
We're gonna set this bitch out.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Wanna talk?
Hey, you want to run your mouth? Hey. Oh, my bad. No gang signs. My bad.
Sorry, y'all.
'Cause I was.
All right, y'all. Get back.
My bad. But yeah, but I think one of my worst whippings came from, man, I was showing out in class. All of them come from me showing out in class. So like this one particular time, I was living in Washington. Hey, I was a class clown. Relax.
Clearly.
Watch your mouth. So this one particular time, I'm in class, and I'm just showing out, throwing paper. I'm in the back of the class, throwing paper, giving the teacher the bird behind his back. You know, little stupid ass teacher. Throwing paper at him, right? What are you guys doing? I didn't do it. Right?
Oh my god.
Mind you,
It's the euphony.
unbeknownst to me, that's the word of the day. Unbeknownst. Unbeknownst to me, my dad is in the back room behind me. I'm in the back of the classroom, and there's a room in the classroom that leads to the next. You know, it has. You know the ones that have the little glass window in the door. I don't. Man, they had this little glass window, but the light was off. The light was off, right? Hey,
I
relax.
still need to know what school this was.
This was at Wilson Middle School in Yakima, Washington. Wilson Middle School, right? So, anyways, I'm in class. I'm throwing papers, and then next thing I know, I hear a door open, and you know when you know something wrong, you just know something wrong. All the time, either slows down, or it just stops or slows down. Like I hear the door open behind me, and automatically I know in my soul of souls and my heart of hearts that I'm caught, and it's somebody of my family, right? So I turn around, and it's my father, and I'm like, I'm
sorry, Daddy.
I'm sorry. Like from Meet the Browns. I'm sorry. Right? So you know you've been bad. You know you've been bad when like it's not one of those anxiety whippings. It's one of those, oh, I'm gonna pull him out of school for the rest of the day type of whippings. So like he legit pulled me out of school for the rest of the day, right? And so he was like, so you want to flip off your teacher in the back of the class, huh? Okay. I taught you better than that, but okay. All right. He thought he was Denzel Washington back there, like, okay, all right, okay. So you want to flip off your teacher? You wanna throw paper in the back of the classroom? You don't want to get your education, all right? You're gonna get your education today. Wait till we get to the house, boy. So we get to the house. So my dad was a little traditional when it came to whoopings. Not this time. Not this I was about 12 years old, maybe 13 years old, and he took it to the extreme. When I say the
He was
extreme, he
experimenting.
took it to the extreme.
Okay,
Like he was in the military, right? So
Oh,
like
Lord.
I had to get in the push-up position. But not only did I have to get in the push-up position, but I had to take all my clothes off and then get in the push-up position.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was tribal. It was tribal. This whooping was legendary.
I'm kind of scared no more.
Yeah. So like he didn't get a belt. He didn't get a switch. He didn't get one of these normal items that you use to whoop your kids with. He got one of these telephone cords, little telephone wires that go into the phone. Not the one with the curls on it, but the straight ones. Yeah, he got one of those, and he wrapped it to where it was long enough, and then he wrapped the excess around so it wouldn't come on loose. But on that last hit, he probably hit me maybe 10 to 12 times, right? But on the last hit, it came unraveled, and I'm over here in the push-up position, looking at him, getting ready to hit me the last time, and it comes unraveled,
And
and
hit you in
then
the face.
nah, it hit me across my midsection. It hit me on my butt, and then the excess like
Damn.
caught me all the way around and left a scar permanently.
Damn.
Yeah. And then me being not the so smart person that I thought I was, I go to school the next week because it was probably Thursday or Friday, and I couldn't. My beating wasn't over, by the way. Anyways, I get to school, and then they're like, "Oh, so the counselor talks to me. He was like, "Did you get punished or disciplined?" I was like, "Yeah, I got a whooping." And they was like, "What? You got a whooping? You got a spanking?" I was like, "Yeah, that's normal, right?" Yeah. So they sent Child Protective Services out to the house. Yeah, and then I ended up getting another whooping because of that. But back to the original whooping, like after I got the whooping and after I cleaned up my blood and whatever, right? The
Damn, they
festivity.
made you clean up your own blood?
Yeah, my dad was ruthless back then. He had me take these two pots. He had me take these two pots, right, and put water in them and hold them out to my sides, like extending my arms while the water was in the
This
pots.
man was ruthless.
And
Very
then
much so. I'm
and then if I
scared.
spilled any of the water,
That was a hit.
I got a another punishment. Yeah,
That's
it
like
was.
on life when they was sitting on the bottles.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was
Really?
terrible.
Damn.
Yeah. I had to sit Indian style. Like I don't even know if I can sit Indian style to this day. To this day, I can't sit Indian style. Yeah, I was terrible. I probably deserved it, but I didn't deserve it. But like,
deserve what I did.
right? But like us talking about whippings, like y'all do know. Thanks to
Nakesa.
see, I was about to say it wrong. I was about to say it wrong, y'all. I was about to say it wrong, y'all. With this, thanks to her, she let me know that April is Child Abuse Awareness Month. So,
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
with this being Child Abuse Awareness Month, do you feel that some of the things that we experienced as kids would be considered child abuse today? Well, obviously for me, yeah.
Yeah,
all
for
that
you,
shit,
that's a
yeah.
hell yes.
Yeah.
Child Protective Services was right to come see you.
Yeah,
They should save you.
Yeah. Save me. Save
But
me. Yeah.
I mean, in some
Yeah,
regards, I do
I
believe
definitely-
so. But in others, I don't see it being called for or necessary.
I
Yeah.
think it depends on the person itself. Like, there's some things that people probably don't know about you that happen as a child that you probably wouldn't have thought as abuse, and then you grow up and you're like, wow, I got abused, somehow neglected, or that was right, or that was supposed to happen. So it's like some
Right.
things shouldn't have happened, but it's like I wouldn't say everything that we went through is probably considered child.
Well, we know you didn't go through no child abuse because
I wasn't talking about me.
you was the golden child.
No,
You was
I
on
know.
punishment for hours. I was on
I've
punishment.
never heard that before.
I
to
was
be honest.
I was on punishment for whole years. I got banned from watching
Probably should
this.
still be on punishment in all technicality.
Right. I got banned from watching TV for a year for saying damn.
I lost my Sweet 16 party because I almost got banned from Universal Studios. How about that?
But did you get banned for a year
No, I
from
didn't.
watching TV
No. I
for
didn't.
for
I
saying
got you
for
a
saying a
green
word
light.
for saying a
No.
word that's in the
I just
Bible?
know she can't.
Mind you, this word I heard it on the Cosby Show. Theo said the word.
See, I'm starting to not like the Cosby Show, like for real, because they are the start of a lot of foolishness.
Theo said damn, right? And I was like, oh, damn. And then my dad heard me and he was like, what'd you just say, boy? And I said, damn. And then go to your room. You can't watch TV for a year. What? Yeah.
Damn, okay.
We couldn't watch Simpsons, none of that. I still don't watch Simpsons to this day.
I don't watch Simpsons either.
But yeah, and on that
I don't
topic,
either, but damn, I didn't have the option taken away.
Yeah, I
don't
couldn't do
think
none of
TV
that.
ever was taken away from me.
and on that topic,
Let me not talk because he's here acting like I'm a goat child. So
Oof.
on that topic, the Cosby Show literally started a lot. Because even in the pilot of the Cosby Show, the saying of "I brought you in this world and I can take you out of it" literally
Man.
was reignited and started from
like
that.
my cousin.
That literally started from the pilot of the Bill Cosby Show.
That's crazy.
Yes,
I got that
and
thread
it's
almost
wild.
daily.
Because
Cancel.
also, since we are in Jacksonville, Florida, although it is April is Child Abuse Awareness and Prevention Month,
That part.
I petitioned the mayor for it to be recognized of Filicide Awareness Week in honor of my son, my oldest, who would be 9. My son, Amari Rayshawn Barnhill, he was beaten to sleep by his biological father.
Wait, what?
Yes. And so that's actually filicide is when a parent kills their child. It happens a lot more than people think. And it happens over 500 times within the US. And
Wow.
yes, so April 11th through the 17th is actually Filicide Awareness Week here in Florida in honor of my son and other filicide victims like him, because even Marvin Gaye, the singer, is actually a filicide victim because it was his father who shot him to death.
Wow.
So yeah, dropping them nuggets.
Right. Dropping knowledge. I didn't. Man, when you first sent that to me, and when we were talking offline before we came on the podcast, I had to look up what filicide actually even meant, because I was like, when I saw that I was like, wait, what does filicide mean? So I looked it up and I was like, wow, that's crazy. Like, I know y'all can't see my face, but I'm like looking at y'all on the monitor, and I'm just like, wow, that is crazy.
My heart goes out.
Right.
Thank you.
I know nothing can ever, like
Replace
never
that.
get justice, but did his biological father?
He got a form of justice. I battle with that sometimes, but he did take a plea deal for 25 years in prison.
A plea deal.
A plea deal.
Yes.
How much were they trying to get him? In the first place.
He should have been under the jail, or not even made it to the jail to begin with.
A plea deal. I mean, I guess they were trying to consider everything that happened, but
Okay, so since everything is closed, I already got all of the part that I hate is that I feel like my son, because I didn't go to the extreme of speaking about it constantly in the media, or to have the community and publicity of like having my son's funeral being publicized or any of that.
With it the way you wanted to do it.
Right.
Yes, and I was 19 at the time with a 2-month-old child, so I was trying to protect us.
Oh my God.
Yes,
Jesus.
because the family, I fought this sister. He has 5 sisters, and he had a girlfriend at the time. Who the girlfriend actually, it happened in her apartment. I didn't even know my son was there because they had their own domestic violence situation, and he had an injunction against him. My son should have never been in her home. Yeah, so I didn't find out the police recordings, the pictures, the evidence and stuff until literally the day he took the plea deal. I was literally handed everything while I was walking out of the courtroom. And we went over to the state attorney's office to go listen to and see all of the evidence at that point. And it was literally the girlfriend, who is the mother of his 2 younger daughters, my son's younger sister is 3 months younger than him and a year and a half younger than him. And my daughter, who's now 5, about to be 6, is his last sibling that's living. So literally seeing the police report that even his sisters testified of them seeing that they saw their brother getting beat, and then all of a sudden he was not coming around or anything, seeing my son lifeless laying in the living room floor, naked, seeing his body. My points, my thoughts,
sorry,
exactly.
I'm getting upset.
You don't have to talk about this if you don't want to.
It's okay.
I can kind of hear it in your voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to stop talking about it, we completely understand. I know I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a process. And then even it was a very confusing for hearing the dispatch call. It was his girlfriend who called the dispatch, and she didn't sound scared. She wasn't crying. She just sounded aggravated with the dispatch person. And it's literally wild. She literally says it was her godson. She didn't know how old he was. She told them the wrong middle name of my son. She said that she put him in the tub, and all of a sudden he's not breathing.
Oh man.
Oh, so we're lying now. Wait, didn't you say
Someone even said that in the recording. Like, we still don't even know who exactly said that because there's no transcription of this call, which I'm like, what the hell?
How do you not have a transcription if it's being recorded?
There's a transcription. There's a transcription.
Wow.
Apparently it's just being hidden, but I'm not understanding. Why are you lying about how he died? Why are you trying to protect him? Like, why are you trying to protect him? Like, I don't care if that was his fault. Why are you trying to protect him?
Like, it brings speculation.
Me and you here.
Like, it brings speculation to whether if it was him or whether it was,
I
her
believe it
or
was
both
her.
of them.
I believe it was honestly mostly her because it happened with her plastic sandal flip-flop that left webs all over my son's body. It's literally happened in her home during that entire week and a half that they had him. She was texting me, going back and forth, arguing with me, saying that I miss my baby's daddies, and
Oh my gosh.
all of this, but you can't text me to come get my child. Y'all don't want him, that y'all are hurting him.
Wow.
But I just have to get a cold, lifeless, and dead child and the rest of my life to mourn and deal with this.
Wow.
That's not fair.
And I'm the youngest person in all of this.
That's not fair to your child. That's just not fair.
At
But
all.
25 years? That's it?
Both of them should have been convicted for life.
Is she
Him
still
for
breathing?
doing it and
Yeah,
her
she
for
is, and she's
witnessing
still
it. There's no
chooses
way
when
nobody
a
doing that.
child-
to talk about me on
there's no
Facebook.
way a
It's
child
still
could
free
be
her baby
getting
daddy.
abused.
He ain't do nothing. She, like, I literally a year and a half ago,
Oh no,
2
she
years
gotta
ago,
get got.
she went to Facebook, and she's never given me any type of clarity about what happened. I've literally went to her like, well, this is my child. Can you at least tell me what happened?
Like woman to woman.
No.
Mother to mother.
Nothing. She's literally like, oh, bitch, you funny. Oh, well, we can do this and we can do that. I've literally tried to meet up with this child twice.
Yo.
Nothing. And then she literally has posted on Facebook like a month after I had reached out to her, like the time before the very last time I reached out to her. And she told Facebook that basically the morning of how, like, when he passed and everything, saying that, oh, she woke up, she tried to give him mouth to mouth and was trying to resuscitate him, and that it was so traumatizing to her, and how she never wants this experience to happen again, and all this other stuff. I'm just like,
How do you know all this happened if Wait.
Yeah, like, how you know all this happened?
why were you the one trying to resuscitate my child?
where was he at? Where was the father
What
at?
was he doing?
That's why I say it was either both of them or it was her.
We here, but they're
Yeah.
not there. So
Oh my gosh, this is terrible.
Heart goes out to you,
Yeah,
seriously. I'm so sorry you had to deal with that.
I'm over
You
here
have to deal with it.
livid as a
I'm-
mom.
I'm over here ready to ride out. Like, what's up? Like,
And pull up on sis.
hey,
Good.
Asia, how fast can you get to Jacksonville? Cause we about to.
Probably on some shit like that.
We about to, hey, I'm throwing up the game signs now. Like, we about to roll out. Regulators, mount up.
Let's go. We ready to get in the car
Like, right.
Today, right
Let
on
us
time.
talk.
Like,
Like,
let us
dang.
know release date because we
Let
gonna
us
be
know.
right there.
Like Transformers, Avengers, assemble type shit. Like, what? Yeah, like, that's not cool at all.
At
Like,
all.
Karma will get her.
That's
I
what
don't
I
wish that.
chalked it up to.
I don't wish that upon nobody. But like,
Because you're literally having to raise your children and your little girls at that,
yeah,
and it's not going to hold weight. Like, one day they're going to research their brother. They're going to remember that their brother was
That's
there.
traumatized.
right.
And then the fact that you're telling them, oh, daddy will be home soon, or it's free him and all this other stuff. When they find out why he went up
In
the
there in
road,
the first place.
She's been saying free him.
yes, and literally talks about me, drags my name through the mud on social media, all of this.
What's her name?
Yeah,
What's her
Yeah,
name?
we're gonna talk about that offline because we gotta roll up. We gotta roll up. And we're not talking about no blunts. We're not talking about no blunts. We gotta roll up. We gotta roll up.
What's all that?
Yeah, we
She
gotta.
don't know me. She don't know me at all.
We'll get that offline because I can go back to Facebook jail. It ain't nothing. I can go back to Facebook jail.
Like, we ready to ride, honey.
I can go back to
We're so
Facebook
down.
jail.
We are so
Hey,
down.
hey, and you better believe.
About a child.
Hey, I know we laughing. I know we laughing and joking right now, but I'm not taking none of this out of my podcast. I'm posting all of it too and the
God.
video. So yeah. Just want y'all to know I'm not editing nothing of this out. Not a second
Not a
out.
drop.
Not a drop. Do you believe in the spare the rod, spoil the child parable or
Yes and no.
Yeah,
yes and no?
There we go. Yes and no.
Okay,
It
explain.
depends on the child.
Depends on the
It
child.
Depends on the child. I'll
Yes.
say my child. My son. Oh my God. This
Oof.
boy. Because at the time I was single mom, like really single and doing this on my own, like father, deadbeat.
Right.
I realized that I'm not the type of parent to thank their child since I wasn't really thanking the child. So it's like, oh no, don't do this. Just, I try to talk. Then
Right.
it's like my son's kind of giant, and he be trying to keep up with the big kids.
He almost
Long
taller than
boy,
you.
He looks like he's about 6'7" so because he's so tall.
He almost taller than
And he
you.
Yeah, he almost tall.
Oof. Jesus.
Yeah, he's trying to keep up with big kids and stuff. So, he'll do things he's not supposed to do. And it's like, okay, I got to spank him, but I don't really take it serious. So it's like,
You be getting ready to spank him. He be like, "What you doing, mama?
What your hand doing? Want a high five?
You want a high five? Let's go."
You gonna beat me with that belt? You ain't gonna do nothing.
Mom, what you doing with that belt?
That's how
Are we going somewhere? You about to put your belt on? Like, bruh.
But then I got my dad involved, other people involved, so they're like,
Takes a village.
don't listen to you.
It takes a village.
Yes, it takes a village to raise a
It
child.
definitely
does.
does.
I don't even have to put him like that. I'll do the black mama thing, flip this here,
Oof.
and he tighten up real fast. Right.
What about you, Asia? Because I know Harmony a whole handful.
Yes, Harmony's a different piece, but also I
Yeah.
grew up in fear of my mother. And
Right.
so like my safe haven was my dad, and then when my dad died, I felt like I had a safe haven.
Right.
So I wish I kind of like I see other women have like these amazing relationships with their mother, but I was always terrified of my mother, and I wasn't able to be open with her. So my parenting approach is more of like Harmony understands. Okay, you will get your ass whooped if you cross a certain line,
Right.
but for the most part, when children or humans period act out, it's a reasoning behind it. So I want to talk about it. Like, why did you do that? What made you think you could do that? Okay, I told you X amount of times to do this. Like, why isn't this done? So
Right.
I try to take like beating, whooping is like last resort.
Okay, so with that being said, like, where do you draw the line and differentiate discipline and child abuse?
Okay, I want to go first on
Okay.
that one. So, in regards to that, one thing that because I am an activist and I help with cases for when people are about to lose their children and stuff. One thing that I firmly stand on and inform even them to do is to never discipline while you're angry.
That part.
Are in any type of emotional state, whether from something or some action they did and or your own personal life.
Right.
because that's where it can go to an extreme. Because children are fragile. You can accidentally pop them upside the head and they tumble over and go into a glass table and don't wake up, or
Right.
in some type of coma or something
Right.
crazy that you never expected to happen.
Right.
So that's where you draw the line. Yeah. Monitor your own emotions as the adult in the situation. Get yourself in check, and then go handle your situation with your child.
Right.
Yep. Sometimes I gotta check myself.
I heard that before, and in the military, it's actually in like a regulation that while being in the military, you can't put your hands on the child. Maybe your spouse can, but you, just because it's such a high stressful job and you've had a long day. So, like she said, I always come home and I have to remove myself, and that's why I'm not so quick to put my hands on my child, because I understand, like, after work,
Yeah.
school,
Yeah.
being a single mom,
Stress.
like doing all
Stress on
this
stress.
on your own, you have so many emotions built up. So you can put your hands on your child, and it's not them, it's just everything, and you release that, and it's yeah. So that's my last resort. And I never do it while I'm upset. While I'm upset, I may yell and get on to her, but I'm not gonna touch her, because I don't know, like, when you're upset, that line between discipline and abuse is very
Gets colored.
thin.
Yeah.
What would you consider to be excessive or unnecessary types of discipline when it comes to reprimanding children
Everything
in
you went through.
today's society?
Belittling them, talking down.
Wait. Hold up, Kayla. Hold up, Kayla.
Holding candles.
Hold up. What y'all not gonna do is say basically everything that I went through as a child. All right, because we're not doing that.
And then another thing to that part. And
I
another
said
thing.
belittling. I don't think parents belittled you, did they?
Oh, I got belittled.
See, his whole childhood.
Like
That's what we're gonna chalk it up to.
You're talking about what the child did wrong. Why are you talking about the child?
See, like when they talked about what I did wrong, it usually ended up with them talking and whooping at the same time. Didn't I tell you? Why did you do? Yeah. It was never.
And
talk.
one thing that
I'm
even
talking,
you
I'm
had.
talking about when it gets like under that, like just borderline, like over the top. Like
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
you stop talking.
It's what you say and how you say it, because
Mhm.
I saw someone made a quote on Facebook or said something, and said a lot of children's or a lot of people's first bullies were their parents, and it is like
That
your
is true.
child, your opinion of them is the first thing that they get, or
Really
they
hold on
see,
to.
or they
Yeah.
whatever. When
Yep.
Harmony does something, or when Harmony gets dressed in the morning, the first person she asks for reassurance is me. So if I get angry at her or whatever, and I'm like, "Oh, you're stupid," or
She
"That
carries
was
that with her.
ugly," or anything like
Yeah.
that, like, I know that cuts deep, because I experienced that as a child. The first person to make me lose my self-esteem was my mother. We don't realize, or maybe we do realize, I don't know, but words cut deep to your children. There's things that my mother has said to me that I will never forget.
Yep.
So that, the belittling, no, because their actions don't reflect them as a person.
What were you getting ready to say?
In regards to when you would say like all the different people that would beat you, like whoever was
the
a part of the
gauntlet
church,
whoopings?
yeah, like that is taking it to a bit of the extreme. I understand it takes a community and a village and all that, and yes, back in the day, certain people in the community was basically allowed to whip you, but I honestly feel like, especially in today's society, that how should I phrase
Everybody
this?
can't whoop your child.
Yes, but and basically that discipline without relation or a relationship will breed resentment, and it's wrong.
Yes.
Because they will not truly understand it. They will not understand the point of it. Like, what is the purpose of you putting your hands on me? My parents are going to do that, or someone else is actually going to do that who should be doing that.
Right. I agree. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Kids grow up so fast. Is it possible that they know some things that adults don't know?
Yes.
I feel like kids actually hold the key to a lot of unsolved things in the world, and that once they get close to a certain age, you basically just forget it all.
I feel like I agree because to a certain extent, kids are unfiltered. They
Yep.
are they don't have all the feelings that we have that we've already experienced and went through. What they're saying is unadulterated, unfiltered,
Unadulterated.
yes, unadulterated, unfiltered truth.
Yep.
And that's what it is. Like, and if you can't see that as an adult, then you need to take a step back and like
Check
actually
yourself.
listen to what they're saying and then look at yourself like, what am I really doing to my child? Like, how am I going about this in the right way? And if I'm supposed to be the adult and they're the child. Mhm. Is it is having a relationship with your child important for them to grow as a free thinking person?
Of course.
Yes. Yes. And
Yes.
yes,
And
definitely.
real relationships, not just I think the part of where our failed is they didn't have relationships with us. Well, I can't speak for everybody, but for
Right.
the majority of the black community, they didn't have relationships with us. They provided for us.
Right.
So as
My dad.
parents,
Right.
so for parents in this generation, we have to stop thinking that quality time or love is I went to work, the lights are on, the rent is paid, you got food on the table, I did my job. We need to actually take time out of our schedules, take time out
Yes.
of our lives, and
That
like
part.
me and
I
Harmony
need to
do
tag my husband in this
vacations, or
just to be
we'll take
petty.
a couple weekends out the month, and it'll just be us two, or I'll take her and her friends out and like get to know her, what's changing in her life. Because a lot
Because
of
he's
times
literally said this.
children know
The
when they're
opposite
not
that
getting
that
your
is enough.
undivided attention and they won't
Mm-hmm.
be as
As vocal.
open to express things with you or tell you
I
things.
said, nigga,
So
you
those
got a
little
girl
dates
too.
that me and Harmony have or those little vacations, I
You
find
tried
so
it.
much out about her. Like, this is who she doesn't like in class.
Right.
This is what she's struggling with. This is what she knows, what she doesn't know. Because Monday through Friday, everything is hectic. That
Indeed.
little 1 or 2 hours that you get at home where you can actually sit down is nothing compared to 8 hours a day,
Right.
everything that they're processing and going through.
I think also sometimes like the relationship is needed because like what is a relationship like if you're just disciplining them, if you're only telling them the stuff that they're doing wrong, where is the growth in them like knowing that what's right from wrong if you're never telling them what they did right, if you're
And
only
that's
if you're only reprimanding them for something wrong, how do they know what's right if you're not
that's
having a
literally all it
relationship with them,
is.
you know,
Are
like
you familiar with parenting styles?
uh i'm I'm not a parent.
Well, I mean, you don't really
Oh,
have to be
Have
a
to be,
sorry.
parent to know
yeah.
this, but it's sort of kind of common sense. But there's like
But
different
common sense
parenting
isn't too
styles.
common in today.
And
Not,
especially not with
yeah, not
you.
anymore.
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't even say that anymore. But there are three different parenting styles. But the one that you were just playing, basically just disciplinarian, which is the worst
Right.
parenting style there is out there. Because, like you said, all you're doing is telling the child wrong, 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 and never telling them they're right, or even congratulate them on when they are right. So all you're doing is creating an insecure person at that point, like someone that
And
can't
bashing
think for
Yeah.
them.
themselves, someone that got all kinds of emotional, mental issues.
Right.
Got to go to therapy. Probably got to take about 2 different kinds of anxiety medicine. Like that's all it is. That's all it really
I
is.
think too, like the beauty with having parents and grandparents is like grandparents treat their grandkids much better because they don't have to raise them.
Yep. They can
And
get them
they've
on a
already
certain
raised
time frame.
they get to spoil the grandkids because they weren't in a position to spoil their kids, but now they get to show all that love to the grandkids because maybe they weren't in a position to show that kind of love to their children because they didn't know how to do that type of love at a young age. You know what I'm saying?
And
Mm,
also, hindsight is
2020.
2020.
Yes,
So when you're
2020.
in the
Yeah,
midst of it, you
yeah,
don't realize that you're making mistakes or messing up or what you're lacking in. But then
Mm-hmm.
after the fact, once you look back, then you're like, oh, I probably could have went about this different. I
Like,
could have
yeah. My
been better
mom
at
does that
this.
all
And
the
so when
time.
you're older, you kind of have a lot more time to go back clean up
Right.
mistakes or do things differently. But in the moment, I feel like parenting is so fast paced.
Yeah.
Like I blinked and Harmony's to my chest, and I'm
Oh,
like, what the
Jesus.
hell? Just
Yeah.
Like you were just
a
this
year
yesterday.
ago, like
Now
you
you a
were a
pillow.
baby in
Right.
my hands, and now you're
Now she out there
damn near
putting
my
all your
size.
business out on Front Street,
Yes,
throwing you
Harmony
under the
teacher was
bus.
like, look, Harmony teacher knows everything that is going on in this household, so
Right.
I can't even, even attempt to be abusive because her teacher don't know because Harmony sits at the TV desk and
Right.
gossip.
And then she gonna tell her auntie, and then her auntie gonna call you.
Right.
Oof. I think also like we need to normalize apologizing to kids.
Yes, very
Yes.
Kids in
much.
general.
I've
Like
been
when you
doing that
wrong,
with
you
my
wrong. You
son.
just need to go ahead up front,
Mhm.
apologize, and like
Take it to the chin.
it's okay to not know everything as an adult. It's
Yep.
okay for the kids to know some stuff that the adults don't know. I mean, that's a
Yeah,
relationship.
and it's also
Like if I
it's
know
also
everything and if you don't know it, if I know everything and you're trying to teach me, oh, I already know how to do that, then it's always one sided. But if you can like all conversations and relationships are a two-way street. It's not a one-way street. We don't want to have one-sidedness. And if you're a one-sided parent, then you
It's
should.
parasitic.
yeah.
What she said, I can't even repeat that because yeah, I'm a flip. But I mean, y'all see, I was
And
struggling with her name. Come on
and
now.
at the same time, you're teaching your child to be how to say like a little
Have a voice of their
emotionally
own.
intelligent
Yeah.
in a way, because you're kind of already teaching your child to be not like selfless. You're teaching them to be selfless and actually think about other people's feelings. So when you apologize to your child, it's like, hey, sometimes you apologize to me, but guess what? Mom can apologize too. It's not just you that made the mistake. Sometimes mom makes a mistake too. So now
Right.
sometimes me and my son, he be looking real hurt
Right.
sometimes, and I be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, baby. I am so sorry. Like I literally stop what I'm doing,
Mm-hmm.
look him in his face, like I'm sorry."
Oh.
He's like,
I
"It's
had
okay,
to
mom."
I had to actually have one of those moments. I think it was like last month. This is a little TMI, but I was going through my little cycle, and it's just been a rough day. And Harmony was like being super goofy in the store, like dancing. I'm trying to get stuff done. Hurry up, get out the store. I'm irritated, and so I snapped at her. And
Oof.
then after like a few seconds, I was like, "I'm sorry. Mommy was wrong. I understand that you're excited. You're having a good day. We just got to get out of the store."
Right.
Mhm.
And then the rest of the day, went smoothly, and she understood. Like, I'm sorry, mom, if I wasn't paying attention and I was acting
That's
up.
growth.
And
Oh
then,
Jesus.
and we have those open lines of communication. I've never gotten an apology from, my mom or anything like that. And so I've always felt like a little resentment. So I make sure growing with Harmony, we have that open communication. This is what mommy did wrong. Okay, this is what Harmony did wrong. We're both sorry. Let's move forward.
Right. Um. Well, y'all hear the music. That means we coming to a close to the Creative Opinions podcast. Today we were having a couple guests
Ran our mouth
in the
as well.
studio today. She over here on the computer typing away. So if y'all listening to this podcast later
Clack, clack,
and you
clack.
hear a bunch of clickety clack clack clack, that's her nails. That's her nails on the keyboard, clickety clacking it, clack clack clacking it up because she got in her buds, and the microphone is real loud and whatever. But we're gonna move past that, and it's okay. So at the end of every show, I like to go ahead and like shoot some announcements out and give some free public advertisement for some people's businesses. So with that being said, Euphonic Scents, owned by Raven McCall, is a black-owned candle company that creates soy, coconut blended wax, essential oil infused candles that are paired with a curated playlist that is featured on www.blkeuphony.com. More information on the benefits of the essential oils can be found in further detail on www.blkeuphony.com, where the selection, choice, and artist facts are noted for musical and environmentally sound education. Relax at Hand is a place where you can book your next massage therapy session here in Jacksonville, Florida. For a limited time, they're offering $15 off when you book online at www.relaxathand.com. Or you can reach out to Carmen Mims at carmen@relaxathand.com, or call
Shout
her
out
at
Carmen.
524-9069 for more information on your next session. Do you like to use stones when meditating? Would you like to wear your favorite stones as jewelry? Poetic Love can service you with mental health and healthy well-being of others as a focus. Poetic Love is here for you. Founded in Jacksonville, Florida in 2020, let Poetic Love be your choice for all your meditation stone needs. Visit www.poeticlovegifts.com for more information. Holla at your girl Kayla, cause she is the brainchild behind the Poetic Love Gifts. So if
And
you
that
see
she
her
made some
blinging them out,
beautiful.
she got you. Um,
Give
But
them
look
to
at
you.
cute.
The green ones.
right, y'all can't
Is
see it
that
because we.
obsidian at the bottom?
Oh, this came from the world of nations. I don't know what this
Ooh.
is.
Oh,
uh, Amari's
It's like
Earthly
nobody
Angel.
held by this. So I was like, okay.
Amari's Earthly
No,
Angels Incorporated is a nonprofit organization and founded by Nakesa Barnhill, birthed within the city limits of Jacksonville, Florida, due to the loss of the young life of her son, Amari Barnhill. Veterans Day of 2015 is the day associated with her being introduced to parents mourning children lost due to acts of filicide. She now is facing the stigma and taboo topic head on to bring awareness, honoring victims, and preventative education to the masses because filicide is 100% preventable. Care to learn more to find out or how you can get involved? Head over to www.getfilicideawareness.info or www.amariearthlyangels.org.
And that's on period.
And that's on period, poo. Um,
We still
Shout
gonna be waiting
outs.
outside the jailhouse.
And then y'all got some shout outs. Asia, we're gonna start with your shout outs.
I don't have any shout outs.
Oh, you lying. First of all.
Okay, come back to me. Come back. To
Alright,
me.
Kayla, we're gonna move to you. You got any shout outs?
Shoot. Shout out to everybody in this podcast. Shout out to everybody that wasn't in this podcast.
Facts.
Shout out to everybody that's listening. Shout out to everybody.
A quick tidbit. Kayla will be putting on her executive producer hat and writer hat skills coming up for the Creative Opinions podcast. So stay tuned for that because she's going to be the brainchild behind one of these episodes that will be coming out sometime soon. She making faces right now, but yeah, I'll talk to her about it offline. I talked to her about it offline and presented her the opportunity to both executive produce and write an episode for the Creative Opinions podcast. So I am looking forward to this episode, and yes, I appreciate you for that.
Appreciate you for that.
Hey, I do what I can. Nakesa,
Yeah.
you got any shout outs?
Shout out.
Yes. First off to you for
Hey.
creating and having me on Creative Opinions podcast. Shout out to the wonderful, graceful, and lovely neighborhood florist, Miss Elevate with E904.
Hey.
A lovely
Right.
Erica Hayes. We love you, and I
Facts.
appreciate you so much for the connection and everything of this opportunity. You rock.
And that's a big fact.
And to my wonderful loctician, shoot,
Oh, she went blank. She's gonna get it in a little bit.
Tez Edwards
Hey,
is
there
her
you go.
Facebook name,
Hey,
and she's the bomb.
right.
So, y'all, if you got your little locks and you get all your needs, she does lock jewelry, actual retwist and maintenance of your locks.
I don't have
Wait
locks
for
yet, but they
these.
coming.
Okay, we gonna wait for them.
They coming. I gotta go through my ugly phase first.
You can get instant locks.
I'm gonna talk to you about that offline. Yeah. You got more
But yeah.
shout outs?
No, that's it.
Oh, okay. So, like I do on every podcast, I like to shout out to my haters. Even if I only got one of y'all, two of y'all, a handful of y'all. I appreciate y'all because y'all make me go even harder. I like to thank my battle buddy, Asia. Like, for real, I had a thing for Asia back when we was in Tacoma, Washington together. I took her on a date.
You just gonna put me
Yep,
on
I
the
show Liz. I
spot.
show Liz.
Aw.
This is my show. This is my show. I'm gonna do what I want, and that's on period. And I said what I said. Um, I took Asia out on a date. We went to go see Kevin Hart, and it was one of the most funniest experiences of my life. Huh?
That should have been a fun date.
It was a fun date. It was a great date. I don't know why we didn't have a second date. I'm not gonna put all her other business out there, but like the first time we met, I'm gonna tell this because I'm gonna tell it because we already talked about it in the podcast. Like on our first meeting, like me and Asia had been through everything. Like when I say everything, I can say we went through everything because we was literally in a foxhole, and she peed right next to me in this foxhole.
Wow. Yeah, that's
Like
everything.
like we
Y'all can have that.
Holding my pee for each other.
Right.
She had to go.
She was holding it. She was holding it.
For hours.
Man, for hours. We were stuck in this foxhole for at least 12 to 16 hours
Damn.
together, without any porta potties, without any of that extra stuff. We were just stuck in this foxhole, and like that conversation that we had that night, I am forever grateful for that because I got to learn a lot more about you on that day than I ever did in a face-to-face conversation thereafter. But then I was like, at the same time, I was like, girl, she got a little bit of booty. Ooh, she gonna tip over from all the chest she
While
got.
you watching her pee, that's horrible.
Right, I couldn't shoot my shot then because
You
I
was
done
thinking about it. That's what you just admitted
seen
to.
everything already, right?
Look, I know you're pissy, but
Don't be too pissy out here. So yeah, we went on this Kevin Hart date. It was cool, and then like that was when he did the little bum bump thing segment. Man, when I tell you we left, and as soon as we get out the theater where we was at, a couple of homeless people come up to us, and I said I covered up my lips like Kevin Hart did in the segment, and like we all just started busting out laughing while we were. Oh my gosh, that was a time of my life. Like it was fun,
it was a really fun time.
man. Asia, like
That sound like y'all need to have a date number 2.
no,
After
no,
COVID.
No, that's like my sister now. Like I want nothing but the best for her. She's like all she got to do is call me up and I'll be there for her. Like a drive to Hinesville is only about an hour and some change, depending on how fast I'm driving, depending on how fast she need me to get there to Hinesville, and I'll be there to see about her if she need me, and she know that.
It's a love.
I mean, I'm known as a habitual shoot my shot, so you know. I mean,
Yeah. When I first met him, y'all, he shot a shot with me. Yeah.
no, I didn't. No, I didn't.
I mean,
Why you over here lying? Because we
I
talked about it.
online, so it's okay.
We talked about it because we went over some stuff, Kayla, before we even got online, and you told me that you had a man's, and so I was like, all right, cool. I'm not even gonna worry about shooting my shot because I know you got a man's. So let's put the whole truth out there, especially on my show. God damn it. But Nakesa, you might be single, so I might holler at you after this. You know, she looking cute. She ready to go out to the club. She ready to go out to the club.
Do the clubs. No,
She
no,
re-
sir.
she-
Just cut off front to your car.
Bruh.
Oh, and I need to shout out for my business.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Girl, she fine too. She tall. She got these boots on. Yeah, I'm gonna have to holler at her.
I have so she is too. I have pictures on her.
Well, y'all can't see her, but I got the video and
I saw her.
and,
Yeah, she was on my live.
oh, she was on your live.
Yeah, I was on her live. though,
Yeah, cause I might have to hurry up and cut this short because I'm about to holler at her when I get out this. I'll do
You
it
know
live.
what?
And I'm serious about it. I may say that to a lot of people, but I'm like we was talking offline, and yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to shoot my shot. You know what I'm saying? If she let me. I mean, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, so you know what I'm saying?
That is true.
Yeah.
We can do this right now.
Yeah. I mean, she looking cute. I don't want her to go out and some other nigga find her.
I like her energy.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. y'all hear the horn in the background. Y'all know what time it is. Anyways, I appreciate y'all for listening to the Creative Opinions podcast. And I'm serious. I'm about to shoot my shot after I get up this live. You know. So anyways, wish me luck. Cross your fingers. You know, send some energy my way so that way I don't miss my shot. You feel me? And yeah, until next time, y'all be blessed, and we out.